Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Old Guy Farm Single Player Challenge. We are in the first day of summer. Looks like this is episode 55, and we should have 18 episodes to go. Not really sure if that math works out right because there should be 72 total episodes, but maybe I didn't update the episode counter or something. But anyway, we are in the first day of summer in year 3. We've got some work to do before we can get to mowing, but we are... Oh, am I on the wrong map? Oh, I'm on the wrong map. I'll have to fix that. Look at me, I'm so excited to get in here to mow, and I'm in the wrong map. There we go, that looks a lot better now. So, as I was saying before I so rudely realized I was loading the wrong map, we've got a lot of work to do before we can get to mowing, because we are getting out of the sheep business. We're going to sell all of our sheep today, and then we'll see what the wool price is, but we'll probably keep the wool for a wee bit longer. Let's get some eggs. Let's go ahead and look at the wool price just for fun. Oh my, that is awful. Oh, look at that wood chip price. Oh, that is awful too. Any rate, $47.60. As I was, hey Kyle, how are you doing? As I was saying last stream, this is the price of sheep for today, $47.60. We learned that last year because last year we went through and recorded the price of sheep for every game day, except for maybe a few. Where did my cursor go? There we go. Except for maybe a few. What am I doing? I'm not buying sheep. I want to sell sheep. I'm going the wrong way. Let's see. What are we getting per sheeps? We're getting $1,700 a sheep. Oh. So this is the best price that we will see for the rest of the year, basically, for sheep. Every day that we wait to sell our sheep, we will get less and less money. So we are going to offload our sheep right now that their productivity level is at the lowest point possible. So 247 sheep, we're going to earn $420,000 on that. And I've got to figure out where my cursor is. Alright. We're going to have to do that over again because I lost my arrow for some reason. So we are going to lose about, what, $50,000 in transport fees. There's not much we can do about that because we don't want to spend all day driving our sheep around. Alright, we are no longer sheep herders. Duck Zorly's telling me he couldn't hear anything. It made me think I was being quiet. But he was using the wrong headset. Not me. So that's good. might as well just put this over here. Then we're going to pick up our grass here that's on the bottom on the ground. We could leave it sit there and just let it rot away, but what fun in that would be. So we are going to actually pick it up and dump it with the grass that we are going to mow, and we're basically going to bale it up. Kyle wants to know who I think is winning the challenge. It's difficult to say because we are so far apart. I'm the furthest in the progress. Pretty much everyone else is back on year 1 or maybe early year 2 that is in the challenge, so it's hard to really tell where everybody is at this point. I'm going to basically be done the challenge here in about 2.5 weeks. So I'm going to be laying down a number, and everyone's going to have a target to shoot for. That's fine. We're sitting at 3.8 million right now. We've got who knows how much in wool sitting around. Hopefully we're going to have about 100. No, hopefully we're going to have about 1 million in silage bales come winter time. So if that goal holds out, we will have 4.8 million just in silage bales after silage bale sales. If and then we can still get to sell all of our land. So I was saying at one point I thought we would have about 5 million at the end of this last year, but I think that number might be a bit higher than that now. I think 5.5 million is not a hard number to get, especially if we can get the amount of cuts off of the grass that I want to get. Something else that we're going to do is look at our water trailer. We don't need that anymore. Bye-bye, water trailer. All right. Now, the water trailer didn't cost much. We didn't make much on it, but it would be accumulating daily maintenance, just like the sheep. The sheep would be accumulating daily animal upkeep charges. So we don't want that. And with 240 some sheep, our animal upkeep charges was about what, it was getting up there pretty good. It was like $3,500 a day. And with 18 days left, that was like $60,000 just in animal maintenance fees that we're saving by selling them now. We won't have to feed them, so we won't have to forego silage bales for hay bales. So we're going to lower the cruise control on this to something I think the baler can reasonably keep up with. And we're off. Something we also will be doing is probably picking up a bigger fertilized spreader. I've said before that the fertilized spreader we used to use, which was from the Massey Pack, got updated, and when they updated the Massey Pack to the latest edition, they lowered the fertilizer capacity on the spreader from 2,000 liters to 500. So 500 liters will not go very far with fertilizing our fields. So what we need to do is empty out that spreader. I'm pretty sure that thing was full when I updated the Massey Pack, so I lost 1,500 liters of fertilizer. So what we need to do is buy a spreader that's got a little bigger capacity. Hopefully the Massey will be able to pull it, or we'll be able to support it without getting rear heavy. We're just running around now, picking up some fringe grass. Oops, there's that stump. I hit that last year. So our goal for today is to mow all of this grass here around the main farm. Tomorrow we'll move over to another field and mow the grass over there, and we'll just keep working our way around field to field, day to day, collecting and mowing grass until we are completely out of grass. And at that point, this field and all the fields around the main farm should be fully grown again. You're still running, huh? I don't want to get too far ahead of this guy, because if we get too far ahead of the guy, then he won't bail, and he won't be productive. Duck Zorly says, but trailers don't accumulate maintenance unless they are connected, or at least that's my understanding. I'm not really sure, because I haven't really done a test to validate that. I do know that trailers don't incur usage hours when they're not connected. So if we look at this, it's got 4.6 hours of usage. This one's got 1.2 hours of usage. Those are the only trailers we got. Yep. But I think that relates to like the lease. I think anything you own incurs a daily equipment fee, and I think that equipment fee is somehow a percentage of based on usage. But I think anything that you have in your inventory is part of that fee. I mean, the only real way, I guess, of testing that would be to own just a trailer and see what your usage is after 24 hours, I guess. Kyle asks, am I still doing Mountain Valley? I am. That was always kind of more of a personal off-camera thing than something that I was going to or was planning on doing a lot of streaming on. Yeah, we're still I'm still doing some Mountain Valley there. I've made it into winter, and I just bought field 6 down on the lower level. I just I just cut all the trees associated with that field, and I've just got to go around and de-limb them all and bring them all up. Not bring them up, but get them all lined up so I can cut them all. Mountain Valley, I've got 21 cows, and as an interesting note for seasons play, during summer and autumn, those cows put out about $700 worth of milk every day. Once I rolled into summer or winter, those same cows were putting out like $4,000 worth of milk per day. Alright, so he is successfully given up. So we are going to finish mowing this strip here. And then we're going to jump in the baler and bale this little strip up. I know from some other gameplay that grass starts to fade pretty quick as far as volume goes, so we don't want to leave it on the ground for too long. Hey, country boy, how are you doing? Oh, we hit a bale. I was wondering what was going on there because I didn't think there was a rock there. Yeah, yeah, Duck Zorly, we've seen that happen here. Year one, we were mowing. And we were using the coon. We were using the coon mower from the DLC. And we had two of those, and we were following me, and we were using two of these tractors to mow. And we were mowing over at the cow area. We need to turn on auto unload. And we were mowing. We hadn't got around to windrowing yet. And what we discovered was we hit midnight and a whole bunch of our grass just disappeared off the field right in front of our eyes. So that was a rather shocking realization that at midnight one layer of grass goes away. And those coon mowers basically put down one layer of grass until you windrow it. So almost all of the grass that was on the field went away right at midnight. Something else we learned in the first year was that at midnight going into winter, anything that's left on the field is destroyed. So we were tedding up some hay for our sheep, and we had a windrow of hay tedded up and windrowed. We were in the process of tedding some grass, and midnight struck, and the windrow of hay went away. The hay that we had tedded disappeared, and the grass that we had yet to get to had disappeared. All off the field, all at once. So the first year we kind of learned a lot with respect to what happens to grass with seasons. Hey, Farmer John Gaming, how are you doing? Another pretty good night. I see we got 17 people watching us today, or so far. For anybody that's seen the video about the 24-day seasons play that I'm going to do, the first actual episode of that will air tomorrow morning. Duck Zorly, who's the mod in chat right now, he is also doing the 24-day season Let's Play, but he's going to do it on it's a Stevie map. It starts with an S. That's about all I remember at the moment. I'm sure he'll put in chat what the map name is. No, it's not Snetterton. It's something else. Hey Sean, how you doing? Is it Sherwood? Is there a CD map named Sherwood something? There you go, Sherwood Park Farms. I think it was recently updated with seasons support. So I'm thinking that we may be able to get 2 full cuts off of all of our fields, because it's the first day of summer and we've got full grass growth, and that basically all happened over spring. So if we can get full grass growth between early summer and early autumn, then we should be able to mow everything with full growth twice, and possibly mow some of these earlier fields a third time with partial growth at the very, very, very end of autumn. And that's how I'm hoping to get close to 1,000 bales. Oh, you're making the apple trees change? That's pretty cool. The map I was doing live streams on before this whole challenge started, which is Blue Ridge Acres, had the apple orchard in them, or in it. But I don't think well, I haven't been through a autumn to know if the leaves change. Alright, see you later, Duck Zorly. Enjoy your evening, or early morning. I know you're in the afternoon now, aren't you? It's about lunchtime for you tomorrow, Friday. Are you tweaking the apple's output at all, as far as their production speed? Because I remember playing when I was playing Blue Ridge Acres. Those darn apples would they would get apple crates like every, felt like every 15 game minutes. I mean, it was like they were constantly full. But really, you could just run around and collect apples all day long. And everything. Hey, Jonathan, I just got done watching your little short video on what you're going to do with Giants Island. So that looked interesting. We'll slow down the cruise control just a little bit more. We ran into a situation where the baler got too far away from the mower, and well, he stopped, so we kind of lost some productivity. So you're going to tweak it so you get 2 harvests per game year, or per day, or per season. I mean, 2 harvests per game year, that would be very slow, since they only put out like 25 liters a crate. But it would be realistic, I guess. I don't know how many I don't know how you would establish what a proper output would be for a single apple tree. I guess there would be some stats somewhere as to what kind of how many liters or bushels of apples a single tree can put out over 12 months. The way I'm seeing it is that 1 game day is the equivalent of about 4 real life days, because 8 game days is the equivalent of 1 month. So if you break down 30 by 8, you get something close to 4. Is this a good idea related to figuring out the output of 1 apple tree per 12 months or something? That's about the only thing I can think of that I just spouted off that could be even remotely considered as a good idea. And since we have you probably already know it since you're a modder yourself, but we've got proms posting over at PCSG on how to slow down fabric scripts. because I think pretty much any kind of seasons play, unless you're doing 1x play, you're going to need to slow them things down because they're going to be outputting like the dickens. Hey DoughBoy, how are you doing? We're back in the baling and wrapping business. And that darn baler gave up again. To do this step by hand again. Really hate when that thing just starts flashing. Good, auto unload is still enabled. Yeah, somebody was saying earlier that it looked like I had hired some Craigslist help. So when it's hot like this, is it a good day to be on the road or not on the road? So I mentioned this a while ago, but this angle gives a real good shot. You can see the bale, and then all of a sudden, boom, it changes. You see the cut grass. I think that's a little bit different than the default grass. Quite a while ago, I plugged in some modded grass and straw and hay textures that also change the bales. And I think the bale that comes out of the baler is the standard bale, and then when it pops in the wrapper, it takes on the custom bale texture. We got a bunch of turkey trucks down this way, so I guess it's probably the same with turkey trucks. We'll see. If you drive by a processing plant, you'll see some trailers lined up, and they'll have these huge banks of fans blowing on the trailers, as I guess the trailers are queued up to unload. I suppose the plant doesn't want to take a dead one. Keith Cat says, is that silage bales, and if you tether and wrap, does it stay hay? Yeah, if you use this Coon wrapper, combo baler wrapper, it will wrap grass, but it will not wrap hay or straw. If you bale hay with this, it will just unload and then dump. It won't wrap. And obviously it won't wrap if you bale straw. So the only time it wraps is if you do grass. Now the square bale Coon wrapper, it will convert a hay bale into grass and then wrap it. So it's kind of a I don't know if it's kind of a cheat or kind of a bug. But if you look close with the square wrapper, you'll see it. You'll see the color change from a hay bale to a grass bale, and then it will start wrapping. Get into our mower. Hey Todd, how are you doing? Put our cruise control on in and just keep mowing here. Feels like we're getting a whole lot done. It's only 4 o'clock. For anybody that's joined the stream late that has been following our progress, you'll see we have 3.8 million now. That's because we just got a $400,000 injection by selling off all of our sheep. We have exited the sheep business. We still have a fair amount of wool though, because the wool price is not very favorable at the moment. So no more needing to care for the sheep. And we got rid of the sheep for a few reasons. One, we bred 47 sheep since the start of spring, and that breeding caused our daily animal upkeep price or cost to skyrocket to a very, very high daily number, to the point where if we would have kept our sheep, let's say we kept our sheep until the end of winter, we would have paid about $60,000 in animal upkeep charges between now and then. Also, today is the highest price that we will see for sheep until the end of the year. So sheep will not be a better price than they are right this instant. So we went ahead and sold them all off. We did not get a truck. We did not deliver them. We went and took the transport penalty simply because we would have spent all day long transporting sheep. So we're going to have, when we get up here, we're going to stop and hope that we don't get too far ahead of him. We're just going to wait on him for a little bit. We got 23 in chat now, or not in chat, but watching the stream. How's everybody doing today? See our wonderful train off in the distance. See our wonderful field of pink marshmallows. Of course, all the silage bales that we are wrapping now, we will keep until the third day of winter. That has been established as the best time to sell silage bales. So it's basically just bale and store until the third day of winter. And then we'll do another massive sell-off. Last year we managed to earn about $540,000 in one day. Thanks to that. Let's, while we're waiting, just take a look at our finances. We sold the water trailer, the little old water trailer we had here. There's our sheep. Here you can see our animal upkeep charge. It was really ticking up there. So $3,700 for the next 18 days if we kept our sheep all the way to the bitter end. We do need to run a job today. All right, I'll let him do one more bale, and then we will get back to it. See, Rubber Burner is basically clearing out that whole area up there behind us now on his gameplay. (3:21 a.m. for you in Scotland. That is some serious dedication to be up that early watching farm sim videos. It's either up early or up awful late. Weave around these bales. All Rob does at 3:21 is snore. Hey Hoops, how are you doing? 4:23 a.m. in North. Were we having a contest to see how early it is? Duck Zorly would have won. He was in chat earlier. It's like tomorrow noon for him. It's Friday noon for him. Thank you for the compliment, Todd. There goes our train again. Every dime of this is earned money. This is a single player challenge to earn as much money as possible over 3 game years. We're on hard mode, so we started with the standard, and the tractor's given up again. Another cheap Craigslist hired helper. He has officially given up. So this is a single player challenge where we start on hard mode. The starting equipment was a Sammy tractor, a JCB tractor, and a Hurlerman. We had a tipper and a basically we had about $300,000 worth of starting equipment if you sold it all off, I think. So every dime of that 3.8 million is totally earned. Grand Prairie, yes I have. You may find that there's a video that was released on Tuesday. It is a Sosnovka edit. rather interesting edit. I'm thinking it's a French map edit because the map author named the fields. All the fields, instead of being numbered, have names on them. And the names looked French to me, but they may be something else. Alright. I think it's great. It's whatever. It's in the mod hub now. I mean, it's obviously for 17. I don't have 15. Let me check real quick. Where'd it go? Maybe it wasn't. There it is. Yeah. No, Grand Plain. FS17 Grand Plain, not Grand Prairie. I did a map called Grand Plain. I did a map video on that. Grand Prairie, I have no idea. Where's Grand Prairie at? Where can I find it? Uh-oh, back up. Back up the truck, Chuck. Back up the truck, Chuck. Did they have the HUD hidden? I mean, I know one way to tell if it's 15 is if the HUD background is white. Up at like the clock. All the FS15 gameplays I've ever seen have had that, the background of the clock up there, white. Drone Farmer asks, is there a limit to the bales? On PC, there is not. I understand on console there is very much a limit. I think on console the limit might be something like 200 bales. On PC, you can pretty much have as many bales as your processor can deal with as being objects on a map. The baler I'm using is part of the Coon DLC. I didn't think you could, I thought they were somehow locked to where they couldn't be modded. Oh, look in there. They have modeled wrap in the sides here, but you can't get to it. It's on this side too, isn't it? Well, I'll have to see if I can't find it. I try to avoid the abbreviation sites, that's what I call them. The ones that are just letters and numbers. So if I can find a site that it doesn't look like it's just a re-upload by somebody, then I'll download it and give it a spin. See if it passes my feels good map test. There are some maps I look at that I just don't I don't end up doing a video on because it just doesn't feel right. The map you're doing for your online streaming series is one of them. I looked at it, kind of liked it, and then there were some things that I saw that I didn't like about it, and I just ruled it out. Let's see if we can't get one more bale out of this. I have not heard about that, Todd. fun. Well, like I said, I haven't played 15, so any map that was out for 15, I'm not familiar with, so... Once you're done converting it, if it's released, if I find it, I'll take a look at it. Question is, you like and look for detailed maps, European or American? I don't know. I like to think that I'm a kind of a equal opportunist. I probably prefer American maps, American stylish maps, simply because that's what I know. But there are... We're not going to be able to get a bail on that. But where I am... oh, I can get a bail on that right easy. Where I grew up was in rural east of the U.S. And in the east, we don't have giant fields. We have small fields. We've got, you know, not so much narrow roads, but small farms, small fields, fields tucked out of the way, fields tucked back into wooded areas, fields that you've got to drive through a, you know, a dirt road to get to. And to some degree, that fits more of a European bill than a classic American Midwest map feel. So, you know, I liked I like detailed maps. I liked you know, the contest maps. I liked Slovak Village. I don't know if that would technically be classified as American, even though it's technically meant to be from I don't know if it's Yugoslavia or one of those Slavic countries in general. But the fields are fairly square. They're fairly large. Things are kind of spread out. But overall, the map has an incredible amount of detail to it. I'm getting ready to start it. Well, I've already started a 24-day season play on Churn Valley, which is a English map that has hedges and narrow roads and all that fun jazz. Did a series on Serenity Valley, which is very much of an American map. Between them. There was another map in the contest that I really liked. I think it was wood. No, W. It started with a W. At least I think it started with a W. It had a lot of woods in it, a lot of forest. Had some fields that were kind of tucked back into the forest. Alright, so this is, it's 10:45. I want to keep an eye on the clock. I don't want to go necessarily past midnight. So that was 42 bales with that load. It's 11:07 p.m. I missed that one. Quit missing the bales. $11:30. One more bale, and then we will fast forward through the night. All right. That is one load of bales. Alright, let's pick up our eggs. We'll fast forward through the night. Take a look at our finances. Figure out what the heck's been going on in chat. So I've been trying to pay attention. Alt in. Alrighty, let's take a look here. See how we did. Vehicle running costs, vehicle leasing costs, animal upkeep is 0. We are saving money. Property maintenance is up. So our property income is back up because we got them stocked with manure again. All right. Our wool is falling now. Okay, we're going to save the game here. We're going to quit out. Thank you guys for watching. Let me, before I close the stream, let me address any questions in chat we got here. Parker's Prairie. Grand Prairie. Yeah, I got to look for Grand Prairie. Rob Simpson, Northwest Texas. I really liked Northwest Texas, and I was going to do a series on that. But when I was setting up for that series, I had put a ton of time in editing that map and putting some stuff in it and reworking the farms and stuff. I tossed in a whole herd of sheep, cows, and pigs because it was going to be my Texas giant herd map. I was going to have like 300 cows and 200 sheep and like 150 pigs or something. And once I did that, the map started crashing on me with all those animals. The trailer is modded. It's over at modhoster.com. We go to installed. Here it is. It's the Randazzo platform trailer. The PA 97P. It can act as a flatbed. It can act as a bale trailer. The only downside of that trailer is it's got a very narrow auto pickup window that is real close to the trailer. Alright guys, so I'm caught up with chat. Thank everybody for watching. We will be streaming once again tomorrow. We'll be doing day 2 of summer. We will probably take those bales up to where we're going to store them, finish picking them up. We'll do some fertilizing, and we'll do more of baling. It will pick up all your bales, round, square. We'll do pallets. It'll do big bales. It's pretty much your standard auto load script. It also will allow you to move the unload point left, right, up, and down from where it normally is unloaded at. You can obviously unload forward, back, center also, or left, right, back, and center. Alright, so with that guys, thank you for joining me, and until next time, happy farming.